So now that we've talked about why video matters and the trends, we've discussed the Selling 7, we have to mention how we can make this a culture, and that is the key word, culture within our organization. Because let me tell you, video isn't something you just do. You don't just have some video company come and shoot a few vids for you each year and say you're doing video. No. I mean, creating a culture of showing it is very different. And we've got to make sure a few things happen in order to make this a reality. First of all, you got to make sure that your entire team understands the why. We discussed this in our other course about the framework of They Ask, You Answer. Video is the same thing. If your team doesn't understand the why, there's a good chance there's going to be some resistance, especially with video, because many of your team members will need to put themselves on camera. They need to be on camera. We're going to talk about how you can help them do that effectively. This is something that is going to evolve over time. In other words, you're not going to say today, hey, let's be good at video and be great tomorrow. It is going to require a journey. And one of the biggest steps in that journey is you getting an in-house videographer. Now, you say, why would we need an in-house videographer? Well, part of it has to do with the clear correlation we have seen with some of the most successful companies in the world that do video. What we have found is the companies that take off with video, really just dominate their space, if you will, become that visual voice of trust, they're producing at least 2 videos a week on average. So in other words, talking about 100 plus videos a year. You're like, I don't know how we could produce 100 plus videos a year. You could do it actually quite easily if you have an in-house videographer. Everything that you do within your company, every service that you offer, every product that you have is another story that could be shown. The great thing is there are many videographers out there. Personally, I have 3 different companies. I've got at least 1 full-time videographer with each one of those companies. And as this person comes on board, because you always have that person there, any impromptu moment, whether it's on a job site or with a customer, now you've got access to being able to show that story, to record that moment, to record that event, and turn that into content. And the beauty is, I can tell you right now, hiring a videographer is probably going to cost you half of what hiring a new salesperson would. But the impact it could have financially on your organization could be literally 5-10x that of a salesperson, maybe 100x if you play your cards the right way. So it's absolutely critical that we say we're going to make this a culture, that we get that in-house videographer, that person is given access to the team, which is why we have to have that buy-in across the board with every manager, certainly every department, and every department needs to say, yes, part of our responsibility is showing ourselves, showing what we do so that we can in turn elevate not just the company, but the industry as a whole.